you know, they had me come in. They had the rapper. He came in, this other rapper. They just pulled him off of an Army base, some guy that was over here in the Army, and had him, he ended up being Turbo B, very famously so, the original rapper. Basically, ours came out. It smashed the hell out of the Cheer Rob G thing. And it was #1 in 3 countries before me and the rapper even met. They hurried up and introduced us because the Power video, that's not me. That's a girl miming my voice. Well, they said that they couldn't find me because I was working with Soul to Soul at that time. I was doing some work with Mick Jagger. I was still running around with Shaka doing some stuff, so they said they couldn't find me. So they just pulled some girl off the Army base and had her mime my voice. So that's basically how that happened. But we were with the same company as Milli Vanilli.
Oh, goodness.
Ariola Munich. And the fallout from Milli Vanilli had just started to happen. So they found me in a hurry because they didn't want the same thing to happen to Snap.
It's getting kinda hectic. It's getting kinda hectic. It's getting kinda hectic. Somebody say, oh, 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 oh.
Selling this record. I don't know nothing about it because I'm sitting at home chilling, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. But then, you know, they said, well, yo, we making money now. Let's do shows. So they got this kid, his name is Doug, right? They got Doug to get out there and front like he was me, you know what I'm saying? He was singing my lyrics, kicking it, you know, like he Chill Rob G. That was up, Doug. I'm telling you, that's the part I really don't like. Then he getting paid for all of that. So Aris the Record, which is the record company which put the record out, they wanted to sell the record in the U.S. So Doug had to change his vocals now. He couldn't be Chill Rob G anymore. He had to be himself. So he made up a name, called himself Turbo B or Turbo D or whatever he called himself, right?
Eventually, it came to the attention of somebody in Europe at Arista Records. And in Europe, Arista Records is called Ariola Records. There's money on the table. They also know that. So they don't really care about the artists in the U.S. They just want to put this thing out. So they got the guy to come in, and he was going around, doing the shows, and doing my vocals. You know what I mean? He was just lip-syncing, like Milli Vanilli. And, you know, and the interesting thing is that Milli Vanilli was also on Arista Records. So whoever was in charge of Arista Records back then, man, they had some balls, man. It was like, yo, we're just going to do it.
But Jocelyn, let's talk about this song, Love's Gonna Get You. It's been sampled by 4, 5, 6 people.
Maybe even more.
Maybe even more. And Snap, I've Got the Power.
Yes.
And various others. But did you ever get paid for that?
No. And no acknowledged. You know, the fact was that, you know, when this was done, it's a lot of money to go in and fight for this, you know, and sometimes you don't have the right kind of legal backup behind you either.
That couldn't happen today. You would have been paid if
I
this
would
was
have been
sampled
paid,
today.
no question.
The sampling laws were very different in the 80s.
No question. I mean, especially if you're talking about overseas. You know, this Snap is a group from out of Germany. They're not from America, so it's quite a different situation.
Well, I hope you get it because you deserve it. I mean, the power was so big globally.
Still.
It's still big. James Brown.